New player learns Valorant day 20. Our goal today is to try to take our deathmatch gunfighting and just slide it right into our ranked games. If you missed yesterday's episode, we finished our placements. We ranked bronze number 2, which is a pretty good starting point for where I want to be. Today I set a new high score on the medium bot overflicking drill of 21. We went into our death matches to practice gunfight hygiene, and overall it went pretty good. It took me a while to warm up because I didn't do the eliminate 100 gunfight hygiene thing I showed yesterday because I forgot about it until I was in the death matches. But once I got the timing down, I was much more consistent with it. Not to say everything was perfect. I obviously still have a slight issue where I rush the movement after I shoot, which results in the second shot of the burst having movement error. But I think I was a bit more consistent overall. Here we go into game number 1. We're taking a mid peek because we got that long range gun and I almost lost it. Here I was shooting the wall with my headhunter, which is a horrible idea. I should have switched to the classic because then I was out of headhunter bullets. But if you noticed, I was on 1 ammo and I switched to the classic because I know that if we got into a fight, it would mess me up. I found a new little teleport spot that I like up on that back little up area. I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's a metal device. But we were really focusing on our gunfight hygiene, just trying to take good fights today. I didn't care about winning. I didn't care about planting the bomb, defusing, any of these things. I just wanted to go and click on some heads, which is perfect because that's what this gun is for here. We get a little quick scope action going on. We get 2. Now, I'm worried about the Phoenix over here. I know there's one teammate at the top of the stairs. I assumed the Phoenix was going to push again, but he must be terrified of my op. And then here I switched to my pistol to draw the knife to make it to the wall, but I switched back to the pistol because I was insecure. I should have committed to the play or just held some angle with my op. And now we're just here trying to get some good fights, and I guess I cut to a new scene. There it took me 2 shots. I should have lined up the head, but I still at least stood still for the shots, which is an improvement over previous days. One thing that's really good about VOD reviewing is I feel I get to notice my mistakes, but I also notice how winnable these games are. This play was crazy. He broke my gadget, so I teleported back here to my teleporter and ended up cleaning him up. I'm glad he didn't notice it. That probably would not work at a higher elo. But I also get to see how many stupid deaths I have that probably cost us this game. Because spoiler alert, this is a 30-round game where for some reason, like 3 people get to vote it as a draw. I guess it's just because they don't want to like have people permanently stuck in a game. So I guess maybe each round it gets easier to vote. Because I know like 4 people on my team did not want to draw. They wanted to play for the win, and I was one of them. That was a horrible peek that got me killed. I should have tried slicing the pie or whatever it's called. And then here I'm holding an angle and I just get bored by crosshairs all over the place. I'm walking around. Like, I know he's there, just hold the angle. Just sit there, crosshair like this, and then boom, you get a free kill. It's so easy, but I mess it up sometimes because I just get bored of, I guess, you know, staring at a wall. It's my job to stare at a wall, okay? Do it with pride. This is a little bit close. I guess I get bored again and just walk off someplace else. Here I get flashed, and I probably should have pressed E. I don't know if I was in my teleporter range, and if I wasn't, I should have had one down. Sometimes I notice I don't place it because I'm like, oh, what if I'm in a position later where I want it? But that's never a good idea because I should always just have access to it if I'm holding an angle like that. I'm up here in my new favorite spot on this map. The only problem is you don't want to use it too much. I use it like once every like 3 or 4 rounds, so hopefully they forget about it and they don't check up there. And it ends up working out for me most of the time. Now, here I think I choke because they say on site, so I was afraid to run on site. But then I think our team gets the people on site, but I keep playing over here, which just makes me take this 2-on-1, and I end up dying. At least I got one, but we weren't able to clutch out that round. Then we hopped into game number 2, where we're playing on Breeze. I think that's it. What this is, first round, kind of uneventful. We get a kill on the second round, and we're kind of just trying to focus on aim, right? That's the goal of today. And look at all that movement error. That's bad. That's because I was getting scared that I would fail, and then boom, the only shot I do land is the one where I get the timing down right. It's ridiculous that I have this much shooting error when my only focus should be on hygiene, right? Because it doesn't make sense. It's not like moving helps me not die. It just makes the fights take longer, which results in me dying. Here, I'm trying to kill the Raze, but I'm like, hey, he ulted, right? So I'll give it to the Gecko. You know, I'll defuse the bomb. We both get an ult point. It's a win-win. Now, if I was a greedy player, I would take both ult points and then, you know, carry the game myself. But I'm kind of a team player. You should ask my teammates. Here, a 2v2 situation. My Raze is kind of carrying right now. Gets the kill. I go for a little flank because we kind of know where the Sage is based off old information. She's fighting the Raze, so I just go and kind of clean up the kill. I get my ultimate. Honestly, the ult is so fun to use because the op feels bad because if you die, you know, minus 5,000 gold pieces. But with the ultimate, if you die, it's like, oh, you know, I'll get that back in 5 to 6 rounds, or maybe less if I'm popping off. Here, I have a problem I noticed today, reviewing the game, where when I'm holding angles, I just need to stand still. I talked about it in Game 1, and in Game 2, look at this. Just sit there and click on them when they pop out. I have low ping, abuse the low ping, and win the fights, right? And then, you know, if I don't hit my shot, press E instantly, right? But I think I'm just not secure in my ability to press E, so then I start moving around like, oh, what if I run away? What if they're not here, right? I just need to just take my hand off the keyboard, to be honest. But is that really going to happen? Probably not, right? It's just another bad habit that I have to identify, but I can't focus on removing it, because my focus right now is on removing my moving shots, and I think I did pretty good. Not as clean as my death matches, but we can't expect them to be with all the added pressure. We ended up winning this game 13-4, quite the domination. I played pretty well, and guess what? We ended up ranking up to, I skipped a rank, Silver 1. Pretty crazy. I don't know why they let me skip a rank. I only drawed a game, then won a game after my placements.
Yeah, bridge.
But we'll see how this goes. Of course, we finished the day off with aim training, where we set 2 new high scores. Let's go.